Virtual reality is coming and I don't think I care. Why is that? Well, there's a few reasons, but I don't think I'm that special of a snowflake and I am the only one with this opinion. I'm sure a lot of you agree with this and I just want to kind of confirm that. The game in the background is Shadow Warrior. I've just started playing it and I'm going to try finish it. It's pretty good. It's not VR. It's just first person shooter though. So why listen to me? Because I want you to trust me on this, because I will try out VR in future in all of its forms and I'll be posting updates when I do, because this is a big new thing in gaming and covering games at the moment. Not saying I will make videos of VR games, hell no. I still have not seen a good way of sharing that kind of content. But I am very paranoid when it comes to new technology. I have always been a slow adapter to it. I've been playing games on PCs since around 2004. It is now the year 2016, and in this year I have just learned how to put a PC together. I'm a slow adapter, but really doing this YouTube thing has encouraged me to harden up, try a lot more things instead of simply giving up and being frustrated on computer hardware. But I can't trust technology because I do not have the patience to troubleshoot it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And trust is a big thing with me as well, because I'm not the richest person able to afford a lot of accessories like VR gaming. It's not essential to my daily life. I mean, I like playing games and I like making videos, but virtual reality is still very new and very, very expensive. It's like Razer are sponsoring it and have just put the word gaming in front of the VR machines. Is that why they're so expensive? It's never really been explained. I understand they are state-of-the-art, brand new things, but $800 is a lot. $600 is a lot. The two big ones available at the moment are the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive. That's $600 and $800, Oculus being the cheaper choice. There are others such as the Samsung Gear VR for $99 and Sony PlayStation VR for $400. So even the consoles are jumping on the bandwagon, and this is at a time where I think we are on the verge of a new generation of consoles. Sony, Microsoft, and businesses such as Samsung, HTC, and Oculus are probably looking out at Nintendo's new console, which they are making, called the Nintendo NX or something. They've been making it for like 2 years now. Might be announced at this year's E3 in June. Look, Nintendo love gimmick controllers, and a lot of people are saying the next Nintendo console will be focusing on proper games like Microsoft and Sony have been doing over the past decade. I think it's likely that Nintendo could make a VR console, although I think if they were doing that, we probably would have heard a leak about that and we would have heard some rumors about it. So VR is damn expensive at the moment. $600 to $800 of trust is a lot by HTC and Facebook. It's not Sony, Microsoft, or Steam. They are not exactly experienced with gamers, though in Facebook's case they have a lot of money. Actually, they have all the monies, let's just say that. The war going on at the moment is that Vive is a superior product for gamers, but the Oculus has a bunch of exclusive games on it which are not stuck in a seriously long contract. A lot of people are saying that those games will eventually move onto the Vive because they are very similar. That's cool, but so far $600 on the Facebook bankroll product is a safer bet for them to hang around and support the gaming industry they are creating. Not for the love of the industry, simply for the money they have. The HTC Vive is a superior product, I've heard, mainly because of its controllers. When you draw something, it feels like a pencil. When you paint, it feels like a paintbrush. When you shoot a gun, it feels like a gun, from what I've heard. And that's very important. I find that hard to believe though, but with all this fuss about it, I'm pretty sure they have good reason for saying stuff like that. My problem is not unique because I think I might be lazy with this statement, but I just can't be asked with virtual reality. Who else has played with the Wii remote or struggled playing with the big Wii U screen recorder gamepad thing? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. I have. Raise my hand. Sorry. I think they have their uses, but put a PlayStation or Xbox controller in my hands, or even a keyboard and mouse, and I'll be comfortable. Or maybe it's because I can just sit down using those controllers. Have you tried using a Wii remote while playing a game and sitting down at the same time? It's not the most comfortable thing or the most practical thing to do, is it? I like being immersed in games. I like exploring in them, seeing game worlds and the creativity which virtual reality can improve, all that, but I have only seen games which look like tech demos, office simulators which have you standing in one spot, painting a picture or shooting waves of zombies. You're stuck in one spot like your feet are glued there. This makes sense because, you know, in everyone's house they don't always have like a huge spare room or something to use. But it's like you are on a roller coaster and forced to go through the same area over and over and over again. You can't explore. I've been looking for an exploration type of game on the VR consoles and it has been very rare. The closest I have seen are click to explore type of games, like you're playing one of those hidden object type of games, or you're just trying to find something on Google Maps. Why aren't Google making a VR headset? You know, they're making everything else. Just a little side thought there. Anyway, my point is that none of the VR games I have seen have given a good example of exploration. Just sticking to a path is a hiking trail. Sure, it can have some nice views, but unless you have the freedom to leave that path at any time, then it's not really that impressive, because you know you are just looking at a picture and you are missing out on a lot of that context. What has made so many games great is that you can see in the distance and you know that you can stand on that mountain in the distance, or you know where a playable area is. Over time, that line has blurred, where you just look over an edge or something and you would see a really blurry area, which you just know you won't be able to get there because of the way it looks. And these days, now a lot more often, it's harder to distinguish between the two, because there's a lot more focus and games are getting bigger in their world which they create and the explorable area. Virtual reality has a lot of potential outside of games, which is why I think the guys at Facebook are really interested in it. I'm interested in watching live events through it and seeing what it can do to mental illnesses. I think it could be another form of hypnotherapy a while from now. Put on the VR and go to surgery. Holiday. I'm really interested in mental health, sorry. But I think these have the potential to send someone to a different world if they can just nail the movement down. Otherwise, I'm not really interested in standing in one spot and throwing things or shooting things or catching things or picking up things and looking at them. $600, $800 is a risk for a new piece of technology, which a lot of people seem to be buying just because they value the opinion of others who like it. It's a bandwagon, and that always turns me into a skeptic, because bandwagons are powered by passion, where it's easy to ignore things such as seeing a negative review, an expensive price. People want to be happy, but not thinking about what it can be for the future. These are still the early days, and I, for one, would like to thank all the people who are buying one. Thank you for being a beta tester for the future, and I may be one of those beta testers soon, as I have very recently just got a Samsung Galaxy phone with a Samsung VR for free. That's a $100 VR machine free. Great deal, I guess. I needed the phone though, it was kind of urgent, so I didn't do that on purpose, it's just a bonus. But that's why I'm making this video, because I will be exploring VR in future. I'm not that excited about it, as you should know by now. The VR should be in the mail on its way here soon, and I'll let you know once I have tried it. If you got any opinions or even experience with virtual reality, then I'd like to hear it. Maybe you are a skeptic, as I am, or have tried it and think it's all overrated. All I know is that it is a big thing at the moment, so this is the chance to talk about it. Because I always like to see your opinion and have a chat with you. So, hope to see you in the comments.